know that I can pace it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to duck the LMPD. Go and get yourself esteem. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto Biz, what this pink stuff is. Long tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can pace it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Las Vegas Raiders.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Play action, it's Rodgers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after him.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, that's complete to John Ross. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. He had 6 catches in the wild card win, and that's his first one here in the divisional round, and it's a first down. First carry now for David Montgomery. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. Here's Marlon Mack. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
Well, to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and pick it up with Lewis. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Doug Marrone can only shake his head. His guys are turned away. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On 2nd down now, it's Coleman. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. That's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Operating from the gun, Jones. This is caught at the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Mike Evans, 51 yards. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, but now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. So now you got a team working together, and you got the crowd involved fully on their side in this ball game.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position. Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence. No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He completes this one to Mack.
Rodgers.
7 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away.
will take over now, 1st and 10. 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
You know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. This is Coleman. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's Coleman. And some room to work. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
For Las Vegas. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Raiders 7, Jaguars nothing.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Running left, Coleman on the toss. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. but that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 45-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, Jones. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Give him 30 yards there.
15-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Coleman has it here right side. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Zone for a Raider touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball. You
got to make sure to just hold in there. Survive the early storm. Relax a little bit. And try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
14. Lutz with the extra point. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
To the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. Open man is Ross, complete. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. And that's caught offside. It's Woods. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. On that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Rodgers to throw once more. Going deep downfield for Ross. This is caught inside the 15. And he will be taken down deep in Las Vegas territory.
51-yard gain. First down, Jaguars.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. False start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, Montgomery. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
2nd and 11 at the 15-yard line.
Second and 11 now. Rodgers. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. He'll run it, and he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones is going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He's got Evans. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now Jones throwing again on 2nd and 10. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
Well, maybe that can give them a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the gun, Jones. And that will be incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on fourth down. That time on the punt, and the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive, and they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Second down and 4. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Following the fumble recovery, Jones. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Kevin Coleman. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Raiders add on to their lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 21-0.
Will Lutz set
after the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity.
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 26. And he takes this one that pick six looms large as this game continues because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
By Mack to start the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Going deep downfield for Ross. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jalen Thompson picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll go toss right with Coleman. And a short gain down to about the 33. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
Down at the 33-yard line. A gain of a yard.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards.
Is good.
So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Set to kick off.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Throwing Jones. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, put this one out of reach.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. They run. This is Lewis. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And we'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
9 yards.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. This complete to Henry over the middle. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs.
Jacksonville.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 15-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
First down.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability. So they get one score back, but still a long ways to go here in this third quarter.
38. Jaguars 7. Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Jones now. Back to the air on second down. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. From the gun, Jones. Able to find Kirk complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Christian Kirk, his second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Their own 16-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now Doug Marrone, with the play clock almost out, says let's take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. And on the left side here, Wilson. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. From the gun, Rodgers. Big hold of the 30. Over the middle, it's complete. And all the way up to the 33-yard line. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
First down, Jaguars.
Operating from the gun, Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Henry. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones who need to touch the ball.
It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
Brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 7. First
on the gun. Rodgers. Right side complete. That's Woods. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
First down, Jaguars.
Operating from the gun. Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Second and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. To throw again. Rodgers. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Rodgers.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And the Jaguars are going to be set up with a first and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Again, it'll be Mack. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll run it with Mack. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on fourth. Out to the right side. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. They're turned away on fourth and goal. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw from his end zone. Jones to Evans on the slant. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. Las Vegas sending out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
46-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Wilson
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
at the 46-yard line.
From the gun, Rodgers going deep downfield for Ross. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Myles Garrett in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. They're able to locate Wilson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
And a Jaguar first down.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Wilson snags it left side. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Jacksonville.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. It just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. But now it'll be 3rd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. This is caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Jags are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College. Not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
On the return, the Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this one complete on the slant route. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 39. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Coleman. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They will run again with Coleman.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, there's 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends. They're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
And Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that that feels good, what do you say to your guys after?
I think you probably tell them how proud you are of them to make the effort to get to this game and then point them towards the future. If we're good enough to get here, all we've got to do is work harder, be better, and we can be good enough to go farther next season. How many times have we seen a team lose in the playoffs, and that girds them for a championship run in the future?
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. Celebration time tonight on the